conference, as you mentioned, falling to top 25 FSU on the road earlier this week. They were down 21, came to within 3, eventually lost that game by 8. Virginia scuffling at 8-7. They have not won inside the conference. They win the opening tip, but they're 0-4 in ACC play as we are underway. And immediately we're going to have an offensive foul against Virginia. Brunell, Sam Brunell, the 6'2 grad from Virginia, power forward. His career got off to a great start at North Carolina, but a slew of injuries, I should say, at Notre Dame, and a slew of injuries after that. And here's Kelly with her first touch. Deja looking inside, knocked away, a loose ball. Had a fight for that. Virginia comes away with it, scooped up by Johnson. Or Johnson, a point guard. Brunell, misfire from the wing. And look at their starting 5. Including Taylor, of course, averaging 15 and 7. Paris Clark, who is having a hard time from three-point land. Very few on either side, to be honest with you, Kelly, are knocking down their threes. Which,
you know, hurts my heart a little bit, but I think a couple threes in this game could be a game changer, whether it's Donarski for North Carolina or Brunell for Virginia.
Ustby gives it up for Kelly, and she'll knock down the three-pointer. Only hitting 22% out there, but a great way to start it for North Carolina.
Or how about Deja Kelly? Should have included her in my comment earlier. She has the ability from recent years to shoot the ball better than she is now, so that's a good sign for UNC.
Virginia, as a team, only makes 26% at the three-point line. They have lost a bunch of close games this season. A step back by Johnson, kind of airmailed that one. Out it goes back over to the Tar Heels.
Tough shot there for the freshman. Would have been better to run a little more offense.
Ustby up high will cash in. Ustby averaging 12 points, 10 rebounds a game, along with Kelly, a team captain. Taylor lines it up and knocks it down.
We've got Deja Kelly, who loves to shoot mid-range. Ustby and Cam Taylor on the other side for Virginia. Has a great shot for a 5-player.
Paris on the spin, tried to flip it up, nicely done. Trying to penetrate, lane opening up, but can't connect. Once again, it's Ustby to come out of the pack with it. She can also handle the basketball at her size at 6'1" and pass it to. One dribble down, up and in. Taylor will let fly. She has the only basket so far for the Cavaliers. We're off to a rough start. North Carolina trying to put the hammer down early. Ustby on the attack underneath and got it. Vaughn kicks for the corner for Taylor. Yes, a three-pointer. So they've been in a bunch of games, Kelly, at the very end, unable to close them out. Trying to swing inside and a misfire there by Gaktang.
Some of that's a confidence thing too, OB. If they can find a way to win one close one, it can shift your mindset. It can make you believe you can do it down the stretch. That's what Coach Mox is waiting on and looking for them to get that first close win.
Awesome. Again, right through the lane for Taylor. Taylor on the charge and takes the foul. She has a way of getting to the line. She makes number 1. Taking on number 20, North Carolina, right here at Chapel Hill. Women's hoops every Sunday. Second team All ACC last year. Ustby wants that lane. And a foul.
Big pickup for UNC in the transfer portal from Boston College.
And making 66% of her shots overall. Cameron Taylor with all 7 points so far for the Cavaliers. Trying to find somebody else to get involved. She turns and fires and give her a couple more.
Yeah, she's feeling great early in this game. Seeing the ball go through the net. Hitting that 3 got her going.
Kelly will knock down the mid-range. Vaughn will lift. And Donarski will pull in a rebound. The grad out of Wisconsin. Deja Kelly, yes. Sweet from the wing, a triple.
Virginia does not want to let UNC get out in transition. They don't want this to be a transition game.
On the move. So they got everything they wanted. The fake for Brunell and sinks it. You also had all the momentum going your way.
Right.
And now Carolina opportunity to get that last shot off before the first quarter comes to an end. Deja Kelly lines it up and sinks it. He knocks back a 2.
Were the ones that came a little later. She was rebounding it and assisting so well. When they get her in the high post, OB, it is a wrap. She can do so much and facilitate the offense so well from the high post.
Great athlete. She won a punting competition at North Carolina's spring football game with a 35-yarder, so there's nothing she can't do, quite literally. Deja Kelly off the iron. And out it goes. It'll be back over to Virginia, certainly missing Cameron Taylor for a stretch there at the end of the first quarter. She went out with 1:58 to go in the first, picking up foul number 2, and she had 9 points before that. And remains on the bench. Brunell trying to get downstairs, leaning in, and it's Ustby to stop her there defensively. Clark, look at this up the other end of the floor. Alyssa Ustby blocks a shot, goes end to end for the basket.
That is how you run the floor. They could show that in a clinic, in a textbook definition of how you run the floor. Great defense, gets the block, sees that her teammate corrals it, sprints up the middle of the floor, makes herself available to her point guard. Just excellent work by Alyssa Ustby. So much of Virginia's offensive identity is in Cam Taylor. Who else can step up right now with her on the bench? Also, Tamora Johnson on the bench right now for the Cougs.
Clarkson, and a great job by Anya Poole to stay home and not reach and keep her from getting that shot up. Navarre, nice pass. Here's Poole to connect in this gym against the number 20 team in the country. Virginia trying to strike without her. Clarkson does that, getting down.
Backup post player in London Clarkson to fill that void with Cam Taylor out.
Kelly short. Rebound picked off. North Carolina's second effort on the way. 16 in the win over Notre Dame.
The best time to shoot a 3 is off an offensive rebound. Donarski grabbed that O board and kicked it out to Navarre, who was wide open.
Vaughn looking inside. The entry didn't quite get there to Clarkson. Remember, back in the day, it was very typical. Not anymore. Question is, if they wear them again, does the permission slip slide another month or 2?
It's a great question, because I know officials are sticklers for you.
And North Carolina has doubled up Virginia. Clark to drive it, and that won't fall. Another tie-up.
Paris Clark has to step up, generate some offense for this Virginia team as she can really create her own shot.
Turned over. Paris Clark will lay it up and in. Paulina Paris, the 5'9" sophomore, in the game now for North Carolina. And a foul. This will go to the other end of the floor.
We'll see how Coach Banghart handles this now with her starting center now picking up 2 fouls.
Tough scoop shot there by Clarkson. London Clarkson, the grad out of Texas. A 17-point game against Missouri, but you know, to your point, it's a little bit up and down, but when she gets rolling, she can be a big offensive weapon.
When Taylor's on the floor, if she's on the floor with her, she generally plays the 4. So right now she's playing the 5.
Who makes 67% at the stripe. A lot of those close losses for Virginia, but they need to shoot it better. Just 26% from 3, 38% overall. That tends to overcome a lot of things.
The 3 ball can be the eraser at times for some other mistakes.
Clark, tough shot. That won't drop. Rebound comes back out for Clarkson. North Carolina had 3 different players, I think, touch that basketball coming off the iron. Smith on the drive, scoops it up and in.
Playing better since that timeout. Clarkson has stepped up. Your guards are getting to the rim.
Sure.
That changes things a bit. In my estimation, I think you can leave her out for now. Of course, as I say that, Donarski hits a big 3.
37% from three-point land, easily the best for the Tar Heels from deep, and knocks it down. North Carolina already with 9 different scores. A really nice answer here for Virginia. 32-23. Ustby feeding the post. He doubled up. Clarkson tied her up. Jumper on the way, and that's going to be short by Smith. We'll see if Deja Kelly really gets going. Finds the runner, laying up and in. Ustby. What a beautiful connect. Vaughn will set it up now for Virginia. Coming in at 8-7, chasing their first ACC win of the year. Smith with the feed. That was a silky give there to Clarkson. Deja Kelly bodied up and fouled.
You knew we had to replay this one. Deja Kelly leading the break. She sees her classmate in Alyssa Ustby, who doesn't need to come back down to the floor while laying it in. Just wow, that is so hard to do, and she makes it look very easy.
Ustby to the paint. Deja Kelly knocks it home. Another three. She's had a really nice half shooting the ball. And looking good here in the first half today for Carolina. Clark on the penetration, and a quick strike here for Virginia. They have led throughout. Poole gets a good look. That didn't touch anything. Georgia Tech last night at Cameron Indoor. Georgia Tech had beaten Duke earlier in the season. That's going to be swished in. Beautiful shot coming off the hand of Olivia McGee.
One of two very highly touted freshmen on this Virginia team. Olivia McGee came to college looking ready to go at 6'2" with a good build.
And a McDonald's All-American. Rebound comes out high. A whistle, though, as the basketball goes out of play. Still to this day.
And still as competitive as she was when she was making those threes. Being out there, she missed the entire second quarter. Even with that miss, they have held their own and kept themselves in this game without Cam Taylor.
And at the time, we talked about 9 minutes ago in the second quarter, what does a coach do here? Because it looked like it was getting away. Well, Coach Mox made the right call.
Yes, she bet on her team.
Keep her on the bench.
Bet on some of her younger players and a player like Clarkson to step up inside.
Ustby slams on the brakes, takes that right side. Can't get it to go. Rebound coming out high. Johnson to push the tempo. The pass, and it's going to roll in. McGee got it to go. She'll be at the line for a three-point play. Terrific pass.
Her teammate, Virginia, right back in this basketball game.
Can't make it a three-point play. 37-32. So Virginia doing a lot more than just hanging around within shouting distance. They're very much in the game. Carolina going cold. A 7-0 run for the Cavaliers. Deja Kelly needs to get a shot in the air. It's down to 2. Losing the handle on it. Stolen away. And that's how the first half will come to an end. Virginia and Coach Mox did a great job without her. She was on the bench for such a long period. So the second half gets underway. North Carolina with the basketball. On the entry, dang underneath.
Coach Mox likes this team's depth, and she bet on her team to be able to get it together without Cam Taylor. They had a great second quarter.
Really did. She'll get the entry pass. Scooping that one from the right side, but it won't drop. Deja Kelly fouled on the play.
She gave them some really good minutes in that first half.
Sure did. Kelly missed Alabama basketball coming out of Hoover, Alabama. Ustby, yes. Nice cutback for 2.
Great move by Alyssa Ustby. I think one of the best post players in the country at getting the ball in the high post and attacking with the dribble. Difficult to stop.
So she's hit double figures in scoring now at 10.
Check that box.
32. Check that one. And that'll roll in. Nice touch there by Taylor. Taylor came in averaging 15.7 rebounds a game. She had a 17.15 rebound double-double against NC State. When NC State was number 3, that was on New Year's Eve. That comes free right to Ustby. Swung in that one underneath, but it gets away right over to Virginia. And Johnson will try and set something up now for the Cavaliers. Johnson will catch and fire. Got it. A 3.
Big time shot from Kimora Johnson. So much confidence. She'd yet to make a shot all day. Catches that, lets it fly. That is an incredible level of confidence for a first-year player. There's a reason why she was a McDonald's All-American.
Freshman, as you said, we were chatting before the game, could have gone anywhere.
Yep.
Decided to stay home. Deja Kelly made the shot. Are they going to count it? Takes the foul. Got that one to go, and it will count. 3-point play. 12 points.
She played so much better against Florida State. Scored the ball great. It looks like right now that's been a breakout game for her, a catalyst, because this is the Deja Kelly UNC needs to see how she's played tonight.
Clarkson tried to battle through everybody, and that's going to be knocked away, but out of play off Virginia. Johnson won it back for a moment. Ustby decides to heave it up there, but can't get that one to go. Vaughn chasing it, goes out of play. And who has the basketball? It'll be Virginia's. Taylor putting her head down and takes the hit. It's going to be 3 fouls now on Gakdang.
See how Coach Banghart handles that. Cam Taylor going right at her. I love that set that Virginia runs where they have Cam Taylor at the high post and they bring another post through the lane so that Cam Taylor can attack.
That's Smith with a big rebound. Deja Kelly lets fly. Yes, that'll rattle home. She has the 3-point eye today. Shot clock to 7. Smith fumbled it, got it right to Taylor. She'll win it back on the rebound. It comes free to Deja Kelly. A 3-on-2. She takes it herself with that left hand and lays it in.
This takes her to a different level, and I think, frankly, takes UNC to a different level when she's playing this efficiently.
Taylor from 3-point land. Out of the inbounds. India Navarre attacking. Not there for her, and it's Taylor with the rebound. She came in averaging 7 boards per game. 6'2", 50-year player. Johnson swings it. Vaughn in the corner, no. Second effort up, and that'll roll off the iron. Virginia's McGee had an opportunity to cash in, and Virginia commits the foul.
To show that she can score at all 3 levels, inside, mid-range, and 3-point land, and she's showing that off today.
It's been interesting to watch her foul shooting percentages. She's only at 60% this year, which is really low for someone who's been a great foul shooter.
86% as a sophomore from the foul line. 72% last year. So we know she's capable.
6'2" grad. 17 points against Missouri. But Pittsburgh takes on Clemson at Little John Coliseum. Coverage begins at 4 o'clock Eastern Time.
Did you see 8,000 people at the first Clemson gymnastics meet ever?
Unreal. Unbelievable.
Very cool.
Gymnastics has become incredibly popular. You know, keeping pace with the popularity of women's basketball. Ustby, nice speed there, and a foul.
This may not be a popular opinion for coaches, but if I'm Cam Taylor, I know how valuable I am. I'm contesting that barely. I'm not even putting myself in a position where I can foul. Give him a layup, but live to see another day just because your team needs you so badly.
Johnson on Kelly, tiptoes through, can't finish it. And a whistle with 2:58 left in the quarter. North Carolina go to their bench and bring in Zelaya, the 6'4" senior, to get some size back on the floor. A shooter, the freshman, 88%. High school star in Virginia, McDonald's All-American.
Coach Moggs says she's about 30 minutes outside of Charlottesville, where McGee's from, and then Kimora Johnson from 5 minutes from campus. So good thing for Coach Moggs to have those 2 homegrown talents stay home at Virginia.
Over the top for Ustby. Keeps on moving in and lays it in. 2.5 left in the third. Vaughn lofts it up there in front of the rim. Deja Kelly working on a really big day here today for North Carolina. Ustby on Taylor. The left hand. That missed kind of ugly.
Picked up her dribble and didn't know what to do with it, but if I'm UNC, I'm continuing to attack Cam Taylor with those 4 fouls.
And Navarre thought she had made a great play on the other end, but Virginia winds up cashing in. And they're still very much alive here.
Sorry, Obi. Never save the ball under your own basket.
Right.
Rule number 1.
Donarski pulls up. Can't drain it. Virginia looking to close the gap yet again. This has been a pattern of this game. But it looks like they were going to get maybe blown out. They come back to life. Their bench has done a tremendous job. And that one's going to be drained by McGee, the three-pointer, to make this a 2-point game. Ustby off to Donarski. Wants to shoot it. Taylor with the rebound. Opportunity here for Virginia to take the lead or tie up the ball game. Taylor determined to get that shot in the air and will draw the foul.
And Virginia continues to hang around in this ball game.
She's an 86% foul shooter, Cameron Taylor. 15 points for Taylor. And she knocks it up at 52.
No need to risk it in this last possession.
So the shot clock off here in the third. Deja Kelly with it, and McGee with the foul. To have the lead going to the fourth quarter. She missed the pair. Was there a lane violation there?
I believe so.
Indeed. So a third opportunity here for Ustby. And she makes that one. And here they come. They have not led in this game at Carmichael. Running a play, Taylor catches, fires, can't hit it. Rebound comes out high, big time collision. Ustby with an opportunity to get off a long one, will heave it and can't hit it. So that's the end of 3. Virginia right there with the number 20 team in the country. 1-point lead for the Tar Heels. So Virginia with the basketball beginning the fourth. Cameron Taylor will let fly. Tar Heels by 1. They are 11-5, 3-1 in ACC play. Virginia 8-7, 0-4 in the conference. So wouldn't they love to come into Carmichael and steal a win? Poole over the top for Ustby. Ustby on the back down will draw the foul. She's 5 assists away from another triple-double. Opening seconds of the fourth quarter. And they're in a real battle here against the Cavaliers. Gokdang doubled up. Shot clock to 8. Deja Kelly. Back to Gokdang and 2. Well, she drew everybody in her direction.
Excellent pass. How did she even see Gokdang through all of those blue jerseys in the lane? Great awareness.
Gokdang with 7. Stolen away by Deja Kelly. Kelly on Clark. Takes it strong and backs it in and 1. She'll be to the line again.
They know each other so well. Here's my question with Ustby, Obi. Had Ustby ever had a Bojangles biscuit before she came to North Carolina?
Well, I don't know.
I doubt it. She's from Minnesota.
Minnesota does not get that lucky.
Exactly.
A lot of things I love about Minnesota. Minnesota nice, as they say. A turnover on the travel.
Virginia just switched into a 2-3 zone out of that timeout.
Well, they got the shot up. The follow won't drop. Johnson giving it up for McGee for a 3.
McGee wanted that. She ran the floor wanting that shot. Hands ready, shooting pocket ready. Big time 3 from the freshman.
Once again, the Cavaliers responding when they're in trouble. Ustby sinks it. Johnson. Clarkson in the paint. Banks it up and in. No, you're absolutely right about the grit that the Cavaliers are showing off today. Clarkson has 9 and a big time answer. Navarre came in only 7 out of 34 beyond the 3. Carolina's made 7 out of 17. Clarkson weaving inside and a whistle. Got there with the 4th foul. Clarkson 77% and drops in number 1. 63-58. Number 2 for London Clarkson. Around and out. Navarre Tar getting it downstairs. Poole got all tangled up, and she commits the foul. 5-point game. McGee had it there in the baseline, but just lost it.
It was a great pass. McGee couldn't corral it, though.
Ustby out of the double. Poole will swing it. Ustby to that paint. Finds herself open, and it'll roll home. 17 points for Alyssa.
Ustby also 8 for 13 from the field. She has been so efficient on offense.
McGee airmailed that one, and out it goes back over to the Tar Heels. Shot clock down to 7. Kelly, they'll swing it. Ustby, it's at 3. She'll drive it. Hard move, no. Back to Virginia. Long one on the way, and drilled by Johnson. And a big shot by Kamora Johnson.
47% from the three-point line for Virginia today, a team that shoots 26%.
Kelly, yes, nothing but nets. Deja Kelly with 4 assists as well and 5 rebounds. Vaughn picks it up for Johnson. That didn't touch anything. Liddell went for the save, but it's going to be back over for North Carolina. Poole, one dribble down, strong up, can't finish it, but Navarre takes the hit. And a little lucky, a little fortunate, but down it goes. And makes 1 of 2. Carolina has not been great at the foul line.
7 for 13 from the foul line. The one place they haven't shot the ball really well today.
They do force another turnover. Deja Kelly will back it out on top 68-61. Threads the needle a couple of times and laid up and in by Poole. If you're the Cavaliers, number 20 has to touch it every time. And she does here. And she will bank that. It'll roll away. She got a little unlucky, and this will go the other way. Anya Poole, the 6'2 senior, local product from Raleigh. Post-college, her plan is to become a neonatal nurse. And we'll miss on number 1. Now the Tar Heel women trying to go to 12-5 and 4-1 in conference play.
Virginia doesn't need to take a super quick shot, but they need a good shot. They need a good possession here.
Smith with a stop and pop. No. Another fight for the rebound. Second chance, no. And North Carolina has it. And another whistle. Be able to salt this game away at the foul line, which has not really been a strength to them.
Over 40% from 3, nearly 50% from the field. You're going to win a lot of ball games shooting the ball like that.
Virginia to run. Johnson down the lane and fouled.
She's an important depth piece for them. She's played great in the last 2, but bringing a player like her off the bench.
Carolina playing a pretty grueling schedule. They had 3 consecutive top 25 opponents in a row.
You learn so much about your team and help your schedule. It's really a win-win. There are a lot of big programs that are just not afraid. Look at South Carolina. They play virtually everybody in the top 10 in the non-conference.
For so long.
That we haven't seen before. 10 million viewers for the national championship. I can't wait till March. March Madness right here on ESPN to see all.
So yet another. As they are about to put this one in the win column, and Kelly fouled again, this time by Taylor.
I don't know if Coach Mox loves that necessarily, but you can never doubt her heart and her grit.
Big day for number 25 for North Carolina.
And play this way throughout January and February and March. North Carolina is going to be dangerous.
Johnson to penetrate and lay it up and draw the foul.
Played NC State, top 10 NC State on Thursday. Another long weekend in the Atlantic Coast Conference, Obi. And you all play each other twice.
Kind of an unlucky draw, depending on who you are.
That pesky geography, you know.
Yes. 7 from 8 at the foul line as the other Kelly, Deja Kelly, sinks that one. She's the freshman from Alabama.
And how about the depth for North Carolina? Every player that played except Zelaya, who played just a couple minutes. 8, possibly 9,
Maybe
I
9.
think is the way the ACC is looking right now. Because you got your 6 ranked teams plus Miami, Duke, Syracuse.
That's going to be an offensive. Initially was a charge, and now they have flipped that to a block. They'll give Deja Kelly the foul instead. Too strong in Carolina with the rebound. Kelly gets that one across. And a reach and a foul to stop the clock. And the crowd doesn't love it. And that puts Paulina Paris at the line, 80% foul shooter. Tar Heel men got 100 yesterday against Syracuse, so it has been an outstanding basketball weekend in North Carolina. And another win for Coach Banghart for her number 20 Tar Heels, as they will go to 12-5 on the season. Final seconds here, knocked away to the baseline. And that's it. There's your final horn. North Carolina surging in the fourth quarter to put this one away, 81-68.
Impressive showing for the Tar Heels. They've been playing so well.